You shot straight, but you shot late. Hi, Lim. This is the Rundown Podcast.
I'm gonna give you the rundown.
The first case that I have is page 108, Rashad Murphy.
Present, FRJ.
Good afternoon. For the defense, please.
Donna Perry on behalf of the Public Defender's Office.
Thank you, Ms. Perry. All right, Mr. Murphy, you are charged with 1 count of premeditated murder in the first degree with the discharge of a firearm, 1 count of murder in the first degree premeditated, and 3 counts of attempted murder in the first degree. Ms. Masseri.
Yes, Your Honor. First, I would like to note that according to the indictment, count 2 is a murder in the first degree under a conspiracy theory.
Okay.
So that just lowers it from a capital offense to a life felony.
Okay.
And now, as to each count, the state has filed a motion for pretrial detention. I asked for that motion to be set on Tuesday. Yes, on Tuesday morning.
Ms. Perry.
That's fine.
All right. Mr. Murphy, the state has filed a motion for pretrial detention against you on all 5 of the charges in the indictment. That motion is going to be heard on Tuesday, September the 3rd. September the 3rd at 10 a.m. in front of Judge Michelle Cisco. That will be Trial Division 1 in Courtroom 10. At that time, we will dispose of the motion. If any part or all the motion is denied, we'll set bail and any conditions of release on the charges against you. Ms. Perry, anything on scheduling or anything else that you need to let me know about?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Appreciate your
Say, man, hey, man, it's OG Jucario. Now, back at you another one. Now, I had to come spin the block about the alleged shooter in the Julio Foolio murder, right? Rashad Murphy, he appeared for the first time in court, right? And his public defender is saying that, as she told the judge, one of those charges, right, was a conspiracy theory, and it should be lowered from a capital offense back on down to a life offense. So that's saving Rashad Murphy from that death penalty, obviously, right? And he will be, and all of them will be spending life or facing life in prison. And those other 3 defendants, those suspects, appeared before a different judge, Judge Cisco, the woman judge who asked those 3 defendants, Alicia Andrews, Isaiah Chance, and Sean Gayfright, were they, waiving their right to a speedy trial. And, a couple of them did, right? And she was saying that Mr. Murphy, Rashad Murphy, had to be in court coming up pretty soon, right? By the 5th. And now we see that this judge is saying that Rashad Murphy is going to be appearing in front of that Judge Cisco, the woman judge, on the 3rd, like I said. And so they're saying that when he does appear in front of Judge Cisco, they're going to see if Rashad Murphy wants to waive that right to speedy trial as well. And all of those suspects, so far, they have pleaded not guilty to killing Julio Foolio. And now, as far as each count, it's 5 counts against Rashad Murphy, right? They're saying that this next hearing on Tuesday, September the 3rd, they're going to go over if, this pretrial detention is necessary or if he in fact gets a bond, right? Because the pretrial detention means that they're going to hold him all the way up until the trial. He can't bond out, right? Ain't nowhere to go. He has to sit there and wait till this whole trial begins in order, to see what the outcome is going to be, if he's going to be found guilty or not guilty, right, of this whole shooting and killing of Julio Foolio. So a little background about Rashad Murphy. He's the one that actually tried to unalive himself, right? The authorities had to use forced entry, right? They broke a window. They also threw a couple of those smoke bombs in there, gas bombs off in his apartment, trying to force him out of there. And he came up out of there with a Bible and a dog in his hand, right? And, like I said, he was on the phone with his girlfriend at the time, right? And he was threatening to take his own life. And as we could see, Rashad Murphy looked like he was out of it during his first court appearance. He had his glasses on, making himself look more intelligent, right, than he probably is, because if he was that smart and intelligent, he probably wouldn't be caught up in this whole ordeal of being charged with a murder of another human being, right? But nevertheless, now we see Rashad Murphy in this court setting for the first time, and he will be appearing in front of Judge Cisco, the woman judge who asked the other 3 defendants, right, if they wanted to waive their right to a speedy trial. And as far as Davion Murphy, he still has not been apprehended by the authorities as of yet. He's still on the run. I see people making videos saying that he's in a different country like Mexico or whatnot. But, you know, that has not been confirmed by law enforcement or by news outlets. You know, these are theories that people are coming up with. And a lot of people are saying that he could be unalive somewhere and deceased. So, you know, these are just rumors that are, you know, circulating and transpiring around the internet about Davion Murphy's whereabouts and why haven't he, you know, been caught yet by the authorities. Who knows? So not only shall we see Rashad Murphy tomorrow in court, we shall also see the other 3 defendants, Isaiah Chance, Alicia Andrews, and Sean Gaithright, back off in the court as well. Okay, so now we get to possibly see all 4 of these defendants in one courtroom setting for the first time. Now, Rashad Murphy had an extended stay in Jacksonville County since his arrest at that apartment when he came out of that, you know, apartment with that dog and that Bible in his hands, right? He was down there in Jacksonville County for a long time, you guys, and he probably, you know, missed about 3 court appearances up until now to his first court appearance. And many people felt like, you know, that little minor infraction of driving without a driver's license or not having a driver's license while driving, right? He shouldn't have been held that long. So people start saying maybe Rashad was down there speaking and talking and giving up information almost a whole month, right? That he was down there. Who knows? Maybe Rashad could have been giving up information, because we all know that he was apprehended in Georgia, right? Driving that same vehicle that was used in the shooting of Julio Foolio, right? Then he comes back to Jacksonville and barricades himself in that apartment, right? And that's when he's apprehended. That was kind of crazy for him to return back to Jacksonville, right? But, you know, when he sent those text messages out, and he also signed those messages, Murphy, right? Rashad Murphy, now that we know it was him, you know, saying that his thirst has been quenched, right? His thirst has been quenched. It's time to pop some Don Julio, you know, as if he was celebrating and gloating in the moment. So September the 3rd, Tuesday, we shall see what other motions shall be set forth by these public defenders of these defendants. Okay, so y'all get in the comment section and y'all let me know what y'all think about this entire ordeal. So until next time, this is OG Jucario TV with the latest in hip hop, rap, and celebrity news. You're watching the Rundown Podcast. I appreciate everybody for spinning with me. I appreciate all my subscribers for sliding with your boy every time. And say, man, hey, man, keep hitting that like button, keep hitting that subscribe button, and look, turn on post notification so we can slide whenever I get the drop. You already know what it is, man. It's deeper than Buddha, her, you hear me? And guess what? I'm gone.